Hi, my name is Sashemani Elliott, or Miss Sasha, as the students and staff call me, and I'm the Chief Academic Officer of Amber Charter Schools. Amber Charter Schools is made up of 4 schools across 3 campuses, all uptown in Upper Manhattan. 1 in East Harlem, 1 in the Kingsbridge section of the Bronx, and 2 schools in the Inwood campus. And we are really excited to be serving over 1,000 of the greatest kids in New York City. We all know how the pandemic has impacted not only our personal life, but also our academics. And we knew right away that whatever our problem was going to be, yesterday's solutions were not going to solve it. And so through the help of Robin Hood, we were really excited to offer 2 of our schools targeted tutoring. How is targeted tutoring different? It is a very small group of children, up to 4 students, and they're focused with 1 adult on a very identified problem through our data. So for example, iReady is what we use for our diagnostic. And so if a child comes up as needing help with decoding, or needing help with phonics, or needing help with numerology, that tutor sits with that student and works on that for cycles throughout the year. So I will have to be honest with you, our tutoring program has seen so many different phases because school has been a wild experiment as we're getting back into the building. And so where we are now is we have a bunch of different groups with a bunch of different adults in each school site, and they're working with small groups of children. So for example, in our middle school, we have Miss Rihanna, who is one of our student support associates, sitting with up to 4 children in either a classroom or pulling them out, depending on what's needed. They're working on essays, they're working on phonics, they're working on decoding. They're working on everything that they need in ELA in order to ensure that they are making grade standard. For our younger Amber Stars, it is blending, it is phonics, it is the science of reading. And again, they're sitting with up to 4 children in a classroom or sometimes being pulled out, and then they get to apply those skills during the classroom day so that we're able to see how they're growing in ELA and math.
I'm Miss Rihanna. I am a student support associate at Amber Charter here in Inwood.
I'm Isabella, and I'm a student at Amber Charter. 07.
So how long do you remember knowing me?
And since last year.
Yeah, like a year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we've gotten a lot closer over the past year, doing different things.
Yeah.
Do you like it when we work one-on-one? Yeah, right? Does it help the material? Like when, say you have something hard going on, and then you'll like work with me, how does that feel?
It makes it easier for me to like do the work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does the work feel as sticky as it did before? Or does it feel a little bit more manageable?
It's more manageable.
Yeah. We've been working a lot, especially in ELA.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been enjoying that time? Because now I'm like more in the classroom.
Yeah.
And working one-on-one and pulling you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing having a tutor?
You get a better understandings of things, and it makes you kind of like be ahead of everybody.
Okay. And then how does it feel knowing me? I guess I could say.
Even better.
Mm-hmm. Right away, I know that the first thing we want to look at for success is academics, but I want to kind of shift that and say, let's look at the confidence in our children. A student like Isabella is confident in her essay, getting ready to write that introduction, knowing that there are words that she is tackling that she's never seen before. Happy with the confidence there. And also Miss Rihanna, who started with us as a student support associate, I'm happy to share that she is not only getting her master's in education, in special education to be specific, she will also be joining us full-time as a teacher next year.
So I'm Alex Alonso. I'm the physical education teacher at Amber Inwood Charter Elementary. And introduce yourself.
My name is Beth, and I'm in 2nd grade.
So let's talk a little bit about what we do when I pull you guys out, your groups, and we work on the springboard lessons.
We blend, and we sometimes substitute sounds, and we deletion.
We delete, right? And substitute.
And we add sometimes.
To create new words.
And blend words.
Like if you see a word when you're trying to read a word and you don't understand it, what are some of the strategies that we've done in the group that might help you?
We sound it out, or we blend it out, or we say the words and then, like think like think what like it says.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing? Do you have,
So we get to joke around, and I sometimes when I need help, my my friends are there to help me read the other words that I don't know, and maybe they know.
There was, as we were talking about, like just the differences in trying to get the grouping together, staffing was a major concern, especially in the beginning of the year. We are not unique. Every school is facing that. So Mr. Alex, who you saw in the elementary school, is actually the physical education teacher. It's an all hands on deck situation. So we have a student support associate designed specifically for that. But now you have the physical education teacher saying, I want to help this problem. So it's all hands on deck for these babies. I am so appreciative, as is the organization, to be able to offer this programming to our schools. We would not have been able to do it without the generosity of Robin Hood. And we are so excited to actually track this data over the next few years to see how much our children have grown. And hopefully this is something that we can not only offer to all of our campuses, but to as many children as possible in the future. Because as I said, we are not going to solve today's problems with yesterday's solutions. And we are so appreciative to have a new solution to offer our students.